All right, good Saturday to you. We are starting out here, of course, with Trey Reid. I am in for Hayden and Arkansas Game and Fish, and we're going to talk ducks, I bet.
It's that time of year,
You've got that
Tracy.
in your mind.
It's time to talk ducks.
There's a lot of Arkansans around here thinking about
a lot
ducks.
of us, me included, could talk ducks probably 365 days a year, but it is, we are winding this season down, so it is appropriate to talk about. And the thing, I guess, like what people would really like to know, that how many ducks are there and where are they? That's the big
because
question.
there's been a lot of things that have kind of impacted this.
Yeah, we have. Lots of weather. The great southern snowstorm this past week, and then our snowstorm the week before here in Arkansas. And interestingly, we actually flew our midwinter aerial waterfowl survey that week leading up to the snow hitting here, in central and all across Arkansas, really. So it was really good timing, for that. You got a cold front coming in. You would think that's going to push birds down, and I think it did a little bit. Now the numbers are maybe not as robust as we would typically see. I mean, our average, they were still below the long-term averages. I think we had about 950,000 total ducks, and that's an estimate, obviously. We're flying transect surveys, and then about half of those are mallards. And typically you see about 65% of the ducks are mallards during that early January period when we do the midwinter survey. So numbers are not as high as I think like me and a lot of other hunters would like to see, but notably they are much improved, almost probably 40-50% greater than they were in early December when we flew the first surveys of the year, and they're much better than they were first week of January last year. So we have short memory sometimes. We remember the good things and don't forget the bad things. But so the numbers, while maybe not as high as they could be, and they're below.
Not bad.
They're not bad. They're below the long-term average, but again, improved from the first survey in December and improved from last January a year ago.
So with all of this cold weather, of course, that we've had in these sub-freezing temperatures, that, of course, there's a lot of areas that are frozen. Now, how does that impact the ducks?
I mean, I think it probably, it impacts the ducks, but it impacts the hunters a lot,
more
too.
Than anything, yes.
Just think about it. It's miserable out there, and it's cold, and you can't go to the places that you normally go. I mean, the shallow flooded timber, for instance, or shallowly flooded agricultural fields where we're talking, a foot of water. I mean, it's probably half ice right now.
Yes, it still is.
Has been this week, and we have had some moderating temperatures. So, what that's going to do, if you've been hunting this week, you've probably been going to like big rivers, the Arkansas, the White, the Mississippi, where there's anywhere where you've got flowing water, using wells or pumps to have some moving water in your fields or sloughs to kind of keep them open. But even that, I mean, it's been so cold. I mean, it's been probably hard to do that as well.
Who's wanted to go out in that?
But I think there is going to be a pretty good opportunity here. We've got, the season ends January 31st, so we're winding down. We basically got this week coming up left, and I think there's going to be some pretty good opportunities to hunt this thaw, as temperatures are going to, especially those nighttime temperatures not getting down there to 12, 15 degrees, and we get daytime highs in the 40s. We should see a pretty good thaw. Those ducks haven't had a whole lot to eat, been able to access food, so they're going to be ravenous, and they're going to be running into those fields and those bottomland hardwood forests that are flooded, trying to find some food, and it could create some pretty phenomenal hunting opportunities over these last 6 days.
Yeah, and everybody will get back to go to their favorite places again.
That's right.
So that last week you'll be able to go back, and hopefully there'll be a lot more ducks for that. Now, we also need to talk about the Big Buck Classic.
That's right. It's going on right now.
It's one of my favorites.
It is happening. Started up yesterday, and what an event every year to not only celebrate some great deer that Arkansas hunters shot this season, and if you got, I think you got until 4 o'clock this afternoon if you want to have your antlers scored out there at the Big Buck Classic. And they'll announce the winners tomorrow afternoon. But beyond that, it is a celebration of deer hunting in Arkansas. But it's just, we were talking before we came on here, it's just so much fun, right?
It is so much fun. I've got childhood memories. It's a family event.
People watching, taking the kids. I have one of my iPhone memories popped up of my youngest granddaughter, you know, and I holding a python a few years ago. I think it was 7 years ago, you know.
And you said that she has a vivid memory
yeah,
of that.
she's like, I want to do that again. I want to go do that again, right? So, but so much stuff going on out there. Of course, the rattlesnake wranglers that are always a great attraction. Arkansas Game and Fish Foundation is going to have the Kids Zone once again this year, and so once you get your admission into Big Buck, it's totally free. There's great activities. We're going to have a trout pond in there, hoverball archery, a BB gun, indoor BB gun range, a simulated bow fishing station, and then like we got all kinds of gifts to give away, coloring books, posters, and you want to talk to our folks about conservation and property management, habitat management, we can do that too.
Yeah, well, as you know, growing up as a kid in Arkansas, it's always important to know a little bit about that as well. And they can get out there and have a good time and learn, and that's always the best way to learn, through a little bit of fun and
so
safety
many,
as well.
Yeah, and so many vendors out there. If you want to, you know, need a new hunting coat, you know, or something like that. Lots of great merchandise out there.
Well, again,
too.
it is a fantastic family event to get out and about and learn a bit more as well. So, thank you, Trey, for stopping by.
Thank you, Tracy. Good to see you.
Yeah,
this
good
week.
to see you too. I know I always jump at the chance. I'm the backup, you know, Arkansas Game and Fish girl. That's what I like to say.
Love to do the outdoor report.
That's
here
right.
with you.
All right. Thanks so much.